Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Tia and this is Vlogmas Day 3. We are styling my hair today and restarting these locks and I'm so excited. I know, I said I was gonna give this Loose Natural a try. I said it. And it's not that I don't like it because I've done a wash and go. I've done a couple different styles. I don't know. I was literally scrolling through my Instagram, and as I'm scrolling through like my stories, as I'm scrolling through my profile, I'm like, I miss them and I just feel like they're just so me. Like they were just part of my personality, part of who I was. And I also realized that I'm literally just going back to the same type of hairstyles that emulate locks. So for instance, 2-strand twist, the little boho braid out, the boho braids with the curly ends with my, like, that's literally what I've been doing. It wasn't a thing that I didn't like my locks and that I didn't want them. It was more so that I was coming out of this period of me being very lazy and I felt like my hair also had a little role in that because when you have locks, they're very low maintenance. Granted, you still have to take care of them. You still have to moisturize them. You still have to do the things, but on a much lower scale, and it's a lot better price-wise. I did make it clear that at any given moment, I'll probably redo my locks, restart my locks. So that's what got us here. I'm literally just gonna wash it in the shower, go through, clean up the parts the way I need to, each row by row, and then just redo them like that instead of having to do all the unnecessary extra steps. It ain't that deep. And we're locking our hair, so it really ain't that deep. Let's get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the shower and I'll come back on when we are nice and freshly cleaned. All right, out of the shower, we're nice and clean. We are towel dried, and this is a microfiber towel that I got from Marshalls or TJ Maxx, one of those. But yes, okay, so I did do my 2 washes and then I conditioned. I did a clarifying wash with my Way shampoo. It's a clarifying shampoo and I actually really like it, so that's what I'm gonna be using moving forward. I used the Joico Hydrating shampoo and then the Joico moisturizing conditioner to lock in that hydration. That's actually one of my favorite product lines right now as well when it comes to hair care. So that's something I've been using for the past 2 months and I won't be changing that. Starting off, you always need a spray bottle of water because again, my hair is a low porosity. It does not retain moisture for long, so it does tend to dry fairly quickly. And in order for me to get through my hair without the tangles and the little kinks, the little fairy knots, I think that's what they're called, just keep my hair drenched in water over time. Right? Cool. Okay. So I do have 3 moisturizers. First up is going to be the, I think it's Odele. I think this is how you pronounce it. The Leave-In Detangling Tonic. I like to use this before I really get into the nitty gritty just to kind of detangle. I feel like it has like a moisturizing effect, but I like it. Like I said, it's new. I don't have any complaints. Yeah, I don't have any complaints. I got this from Marshalls. Yes, it's the Rosemary and Mint Infused with Biotin. It's by DIFEEL, I guess. It says D1 different feel, but I like or love anything rosemary. Anything with rosemary in it has my vote. It does so much. Rosemary is really good for lock care too. I've noticed that. I made my own rosemary like spray with that, and I think I did like cloves and distilled water. I loved it, but it has to be refrigerated. And it has to stay in the refrigerator so it doesn't go bad. I ain't doing that, okay? And it's cold when you put it on your scalp. And it feels good in the summer, but it doesn't feel good in the winter. And I don't turn my heat on. It don't matter how cold it gets in here. I don't turn my heat on unless I have guests and I absolutely have to. If it's just me and my doggies, it's just me and my doggies. And that heat does not come on. So I did find this. I saw this at Marshall's and I was like, okay, let me get it a try. It smells very much heavily rosemary and my hair loves it. And then I'll probably use a little bit of this because honey, I just feel like honey is very moisturizing. Anything honey, any product that's honey, I'm going to get my hands on because my hair does really like it. And I just only have a little bit, so I don't even know if I'm gonna use this. But this is the Honeydew Liquid Moisturizer Refresher or Liquid Moisture Refresher. You can tell that I love this because she's almost empty. I'm due for a re-up, and I actually might get some this week because Target is having 20% off of hair care products, or 30% off, one of those. So I might as well take advantage of that. Camille Rose, I love anything Camille Rose. Her hair care line, that hair care line is 10 out of 10, would recommend anything that they had to offer. Just saying. And I also had the spiked honey mousse. This is gonna be at the end when I need to kind of just lay the root just to keep it together. I don't know. It's just something that I like to do. And typically I like to do it when I have like a fresh retwist or a fresh 2-strand twist, a fresh braid out. It kind of just locks everything in. And I feel like it does make it last a lot longer without the flakes and without all the extra like product buildup. So I do use this, but more so at the end of my retwist or at the end of a style. Guys, this is the Camille Rose Honey Hydrate leave-in conditioner. Of course, we have to do a little leave-in. I always do leave-in conditioner. With my locks though, I tend to do a spray leave-in. So I'm not gonna be using a lot of this. Like I'll use this here and there if I feel like my scalp more so, or not my scalp, but I feel like the root needs it. But this is very thick and this is more geared towards, I think, a loose natural. But I might be able to get away with using it. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna switch this out to more of a leave-in conditioner, like spray, rather than an actual like liquid, because this is really, really thick. This ain't a good product for locks, in my opinion. Or at least it's not a good product to use on a regular basis for locks, because you don't want all that heaviness on your hair. You don't want, and it can be kind of sticky if not used properly, is what I've learned. Again, I'm not a professional, y'all. I'm not a professional hair care stylist. I'm not a scientist who knows the ins and outs of every chemical in these products, but just from using it for the last 2 months, this is what I've learned. This is what I've learned about it while in my hair. And I can just speak to my experience. But if you are a loose natural or someone who styles their hair often, their natural hair often, you're gonna love this. You're gonna need this. This is a necessity. And it's like $8. So yeah, get it. The lock gel that I typically use, this is the AllDay Locs Lock and Twist Super Hold Gel. I use this for everything. So I can use this when I do my niece's braids. Like I do knotless braids. If you know, you know, I used to do hair in the past. When I do knotless braids, or when I do any type of braided style, even if it's like straight backs, even if it's like lemonade braids, anything, I use this. This is not going to lock your hair right away. If you want to be real, your lock gel shouldn't even really be locking your hair. Your hair matting up over time from being in that state and not manipulated is what is going to lock your hair. This just kind of refreshes and keeps everything in place when you do a retwist. Just makes it look pretty. And it also moisturizes. It's very moisturizing on my hair. I don't have a lot of flaking. I don't have any flaking actually. So I don't have any flaking with this. I don't have any product buildup with this. It's a very lightweight but extreme hold, like good hold product. So typically with this, if you're someone who does not sweat a lot, or if you're someone who does not work out majority of your week, you'll probably get a good 2 to 3 weeks out of your retwist without having to touch it up, without getting the fuzzies, without it looking like this week is going to take a while. I need a retwist ASAP. No, you'll make it at least a month. At least a month to your next retwist. If I'm going to put something on my scalp, which I rarely ever do that, I use a very lightweight oil on my scalp. So let's start with number one. Number one is Odele. I love this oil. I've been using it for a week and a half, and it is literally exactly all the things that I said. It's so light. I don't have the itching. I don't have the issues. So it's their Rejuvenating Scalp Serum, specifically for scalp, and it supports hair density and a balanced scalp with rosemary, vitamin E, 100% natural fragrance. So where I don't care about the 100% natural fragrance, it doesn't hurt, but that rosemary, honey, that rosemary, yes. And like I said, anything rosemary, I'm gonna get, like, and you should too. So I'm gonna show you how it runs. Very watery, okay? And not watery in a bad way. It's a very thin oil. That's what I meant to say. Not watery. It's a very thin oil. It's a very lightweight oil. So it's not going to block my scalp from moisture. And again, I don't use this that often. I only use that when I do scalp massages, and that's like maybe 2 to 3 times a week. So not every day. The Blueberry and Mint Hair and Scalp Strengthening Oil by Curls. I do like this. I do sometimes put it on my scalp, but not often. But because it has that mint, it feels very good on your skin. It just feels very like kind of clarifying, if that makes sense, in my opinion, but it's a very refreshing feeling. It's infused with turmeric, rosemary, and pumpkin seed oil, improves hair strength, enhances scalp conditioning, locks in moisture. Your oil is meant to lock in the moisture. She has rosemary. I ain't passing up no rosemary. I'll show you how thick this one is, or what this density is giving. You can obviously tell how much thicker this is compared to the Odele, but it's still not that much thicker. It's still very lightweight. That's why I like her. Camille Rose. Y'all know I don't play about no Camille Rose. I love Camille Rose. I've shown you 4 Camille Rose products in my lineup, and she rings true for me. She rings true for me. So this is the Camille Rose Rosemary Oil. I have to point out rosemary every time, y'all, because I'm a rosemary girly. Camille Rose Rosemary Oil Strengthening Hair and Scalp Drops. Even though it says it's for your scalp, I'm not putting this on my scalp. It's too thick, and I'll show you. I'll show you why. But I use it for everything else. An intensely nourishing multi-use oil enriched with pure rosemary to promote healthy hair growth, stronger strands, and visibly revitalize shiny curls. So yes, that's what we're looking for. When I have my locks and just my natural hair in general, I want a healthy scalp. I want my strands to be very strong. I want my locks to be strong. And overall, I just want my hair to be healthy. I'm gonna show you how thick she is. You can see that difference. That's a difference compared to the other 2 oils. So those are the 3 oils that I use. 1 for my scalp, 1 or 2 for my scalp, but the other 2 are for the shaft, depending on how I'm feeling. Let me get into it because I feel like I've been rambling for a while, but I just wanted to make sure y'all knew what I was using. And if you're someone who's thinking of locking their hair, I'm gonna tell you to do it. I'm gonna be the one to tell you to do it. I tell everybody to do it. Lock your hair, honey. If you are new here, like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome to Vlogmas, y'all. Vlogmas day 3, and let's get into it. was taking so much longer. I might as well have just taken my hair out and then just did it from there, but it's fine. I'm almost done, but I did forget I needed to run to Target to pick up an order. I forgot that they ran out of dog food and I have to go walk my dog. So brief intermission. I'm gonna go run and get my things and then I'm gonna come back. This is where we are so far. So almost done. These rows are staying the same because these were already pretty straight. So it's really just me taking it out, refreshing it. So I should be done within the next, I'm not gonna say hour because I have to run out. So I should be done by 8 o'clock, no problem. Because I gotta be in the bed at 8:30 because I gotta get up for the gym. So let me go do my little errands real quick, get these dogs walked and fed. And then when we come back, I'm gonna check back in with y'all once I get on the very last row and then I'll show you just, you know, how it came out. It's gonna look exactly the same, just with better parts. Whatever. So, BRB.
Oh, you was recording?
No. I just finished, so this is what she looks like. Yeah. The parts aren't perfect, but they definitely look much better. Specifically in the back, but they about to be locked, so it don't really matter. I'm gonna go ahead and lay my edges, that way I can put my little scarf on in the front. I've been obsessed with a good button lately though, so I ain't even gonna hold you. But because I'm using a satin scrunchie and it's not tight, I think I should be fine. I should be able to get away with it. Yeah, it's cute. All right, so this is the finished look, y'all. She's cute, just a little bun. I'm gonna take this out though, cause we about to start getting ready for bed. But that's it for this vlog, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed it and this styling and drama about me going back to Locs. But yes, we are all set. This is Vlogmas Day 3. Again, like, comment, subscribe, share with whoever, and I'll see you guys in Vlogmas Day 4 tomorrow.